I'm Sean K. Thompson. I'm the screenwriter for Bailey's Voice. I was very fortunate as a kid to not only learn that I was able to write, but had some parents who encouraged it and gave me all the resources I needed. I was published first when I was 7 years old, and just over time tried to hone skills best I could, and got very lucky. I wrote some stage plays and screenplays that won some awards. And so, the next logical step was working with Magic Fire Productions with this new story, Bailey's Voice. They told me that they had this idea in mind about this non-communicative girl based on their own personal experiences. And there's a commitment and a passion behind everyone at Magic Fire Productions that want to bring reality and humanity to the screen, because that's what we all relate to.
My name is Lizzie Camp. I am the first AD and casting director of Bailey's Voice. It's very serious subject matter, and I really think a lot of people are not going to expect this of Magic Fire.
I'm Brandon Brumfield, and I'm the director of Bailey's Voice. Magic Fire is a real family-based kind of company now because we work so closely to our friends, and that definitely portrays in the movies and stories we tell.
I think Bailey's Voice is timeless. I hate to sound cliche, but it's a timeless tale because, nowadays when it comes to the topic of autism, people are saying, well, everyone's getting diagnosed with autism. They didn't used to get, autism didn't used to be so popular or prevalent back then. And it's like it was, we just didn't know what it was. It's like in World War II, it was called shell shock, and now it's PTSD. We can name it, we can work on it. And so autism has always been there, but it's got such a stigma behind it. You're autism and you don't know how to deal with it.
We're making this movie to showcase all different types of people and to prove that one glove does not necessarily fit all. I think this is a very important message that needs to be told. This film is going to showcase the autistic, the deaf. We have all kinds of different elements of actors featured in this movie, and I think it's going to be great for the community to get just a taste of every kind of person that's out there.
I'm Lowry Jr. I'm playing Reed in the movie. I think the themes will resonate with the community pretty strongly in terms of just kind of understanding atypical behavior and being able to relate to that.
My name is Rachel Brownhill. I'm from England. I'm going to be playing Margaret, who is Maggie's mother, and she's the mother-in-law. But I think people will relate to her because, like a lot of people wouldn't know how to relate to something like autism. There is no right or wrong way. It's a big thing. She doesn't quite understand it.
My name is Samantha Curran, and I think I've been acting probably for about 2 years now. And my character is Bailey Daltrey, and I think she has a really kind of big mind, but she can't really let it out.
My name is Julia Brumfield, and I am the art director and production designer for Bailey's Voice. But we wanted to portray people with autism or who are differently abled in a way where instead of them coming up to like a neurotypical person's level, their family to go to their level of communication.
I think it could help them in many ways, seeing how they would see the world in some ways and how we would see the world in some ways.
But I think people will relate because there is no right or wrong way. It's a big thing for the whole family to have to deal with it.
And I'm so excited to be playing Bailey and that I actually get to do this and that I have the opportunity.
At Magic Fire Productions, we're just an independent film company based out of the Woodlands, Texas. And that gives us the opportunity to work with a mix of these insanely professional people, and then there's a lot of students who are wanting to, have those professionals as mentors. And so that's kind of the difference between supporting an independent film company and supporting like a corporate film company. Your money is not going to go to like merchandising or giant billboards. Your generous donations are going to go to buying the cast a lunch or getting a new microphone or a light. So when you give a donation, you're helping us make this movie. You're part of this movie.
Fees go into paying the score, having an original score, having an original screenplay. These things cost money.
We hope you consider jumping on our bandwagon for Bailey's Voice and consider giving to a great cause.
That's why we encourage you to just support this amazing story.
I think what Magic Fire really embodies is the slice of life genre, that these are people's lives and real people and real stories that touch everybody. You don't have to be a sci-fi fan to love this movie. You don't have to be a romance fan. You can be any or both or none of those and still take something home with Bailey's Voice.